The 58th Congressional Cup, one of the premier match racing regattas in the world, moved into the semifinal stage today with the final 4 teams ready to do battle for a place in the all-important finals. After 3 days of racing, Chris Poole and his Riptide Racing team were undefeated. He had the honor of choosing his opponent. Perhaps surprisingly for some, he opted for the reigning match racing World Tour champion Nick Johnson from New Zealand, when most thought he would choose young Jeppe Bork from Denmark, who'd finished 3rd in the round-robin stage. That paired Bork against 5-time winner of this prestigious trophy, Ian Williams from Great Britain, with his hugely experienced crew representing the China One Ningbo team. They were the clear favorites in what appeared to be an uneven matchup. Into the action, and in the first race of this best-of-5 match encounter, first blood went to the young Danish crew, leaving Williams in their wake as they scored the first point. Meanwhile, Chris Poole continued his winning run, scoring yet another victory over the Kiwis. With a freshening breeze here in Long Beach, Match 2 saw Poole was in control of his next race from start to finish after gaining the advantage in the crucial 4-minute pre-start. He never looked back to chalk up his second win. Advantage, Poole again. In Match 2 for Williams, things did not go according to plan. The Danish team wriggled out of Williams' grasp off the line and sailed away. They managed to stay ahead through the 2-lap course to notch up their second win, meaning Williams now needed 3 straight victories just to stay alive in the contest. It was also do or die for Nick Johnson, but the U.S. crew hammered home an emphatic win before the crowds lining the Belmont Pier, a 3-0 victory, keeping their unbeaten winning streak intact, having not lost a single match on their way to reaching their first ever Congressional Cup final.
Yeah, we were into the semifinals of the 58th Congressional Cup against Nick Johnson, the reigning match race world champion, who we had a good battle with at the finals last year in Sydney. That went all 5 races, and luck for us this week, we went 3-0 against him. We had good starts, off the line even, and then from there we were able to get a couple of shifts and stretch away.
Yeah, we obviously Chris did a great job in that pre-start. He controlled us up until a minute 30 in the dial-up, so that's a big work on for that one. You know, once you start behind, it's really hard to pass back, especially with the speed that those boys are sailing.
The focus then shifted to Williams and Bork's 3rd match, and what a race it was! In the pre-start, Williams' experience came to the fore, forcing a penalty against the Danes, which they carried around the track. But despite Williams' best defense, Bork caught up by the second windward mark rounding, set a mark trap for the Brits, and expertly shed their penalty while keeping the lead and giving Williams an offsetting penalty at the same time. From there, they led all the way to the finish, securing an incredible 3-0 whitewash over one of the best match racing teams in the world.
Yeah, I look, all credit to Jeppe and his team. They sailed great today. It's obviously disappointing for us. Just didn't really have it today, you know. We never really had the speed edge that we've had all week. If anything, he probably had a little speed edge, and you know, we had our opportunities. He hardly put a foot wrong. So as I say, credit to him. Yeah, looks like we needed another day of practice that we didn't get. So as I say, credit to him. We'll go forward to tomorrow and try and get 3rd.
Wow, that was quite something. Last time we sailed the Ian Williams was in the semi-finals at the World Championship in Bermuda, and he won 3-0, and I guess we returned the favor this time. I watched so many videos of Ian Williams and his crew offsetting penalties and doing what he's best at, and to be in a situation like this is kind of unreal, because those guys are the best in the game.
So the scene is set for a new team, a first-time winner to add their name to the roster of sailing legends who've won the Congressional Cup. But the question remains, who will it be? Jeppe Bork or Chris Poole? Join us tomorrow for what's sure to be an exciting finals of the 58th Congressional Cup here in Long Beach, California.